MMA, or mixed martial arts, is the hybrid contact sport that combines the best set of techniques from Muay Thai, karate, jujitsu, judo, wrestling, and boxing, just to name a few of the disciplines. Initially, MMA was considered to be a brutal blood sport because of its critics, but it slowly transitioned into a no-holds-barred competition, and it has maintained this persona to date. Nowadays, it has managed to move past the fastest-growing spectator sport title into an internationally recognized and prosperous source of entertainment. You'll find MMA events being sanctioned in so many countries all over the world, along with all 50 states of the US. How it all began. Mixed martial arts can be dated back to the historical Olympic Games that were held all the way back in 648 BC. After this, martial training was used by Greek armies, where it also managed to transition into a combat sport, slowly. This brutal contest used to combine only 3 disciplines: street fighting, boxing, and wrestling. Later, when Theodosius, the Roman emperor, banned the Olympic Games, no one could stop MMA from resurfacing in Brazil in the 20th century. Here, MMA had gained traction by the name of Vale Tudo, which literally translates to anything goes. Slowly, these matches gained so much popularity that huge soccer stadiums were needed to accommodate its avid followers. A fighter named Royce Gracie emerged from the family that founded Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and he fought in his family's name in a tournament in Colorado in 1993. This tournament was called UFC 1, and this was the first ever pay-per-view cable broadcasted event. Although it was the first of its kind, the event managed to secure 86,000 viewers. Do you think this is a huge number? By the third event, this number had skyrocketed to around 300,000 viewers. The rest, as you know it, is history. Sometimes history needs to be glorified, and that's exactly what we're going to help you do. If you're an MMA fanatic just like us, then there is more you can do to glorify these Hall of Famers than just read up on their history. The glory days of MMA. Pride FC was first known as KRS Pride, and people at the time knew it as a Japanese MMA promotion company. The first ever event hosted by KRS Pride was held in the legendary Tokyo Dome, all the way back in the October of 1997. From this day forth, Pride was destined to host more than 60 MMA events all over the world, all of which were also broadcasted to around 40 countries. In 2002, K1 and Pride joined hands to host the largest MMA event at the time, and this co-production named Dynamite Shockwave had catered to a record 91,107 people. This was followed by a 2003 Pride Final Conflict, which managed to pull through about 67,450 MMA enthusiasts. The turn-up didn't come as a surprise, though, because for nearly a decade, Pride had managed to remain among the most popular MMA organizations known to man. It was in 2007 that DSE, Dream Stage Entertainment, had sold their Pride to Frank Fertitta III and Lorenzo Fertitta, who at the time were the owners of a budding UFC, Ultimate Fighting Championship. Even though both these names were now one, the shareholders decided to keep them separate legal entities with unique sets of management, just as was the case with the NFL and AFL merger at the time. Late in 2007, it seemed that 2 huge names in the MMA industry wasn't enough, and the Japanese staff from Pride left to launch another platform. They joined hands with Fighting and Entertainment Group to make them their parent company in order to launch Dream. What they didn't know was that the Fighting and Entertainment Group had a Destiny's Child in the works, known as K1. When Titans Join Hands. While K1 was enjoying quite a lot of initial popularity in Japan, Pride found itself competing for the monthly broadcasts on the new Sky Perfect TV and the pay-per-view on Fuji Television. It was in the 4th immensely popular event that Dream Stage Entertainment took control of this speeding train, and aptly named their MMA umbrella Pride Fighting Championships.